What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for a quick look at Shipwrights of the North Sea. This is not a new game, but it is new to me. I do have Raiders of the North Sea. This was my first, Raiders of the North Sea, I believe, was my first introduction to Shem Phillips and Garphill games, Renegade Studios. It was extremely neat. I love the game. We actually just played it a couple of weeks ago. And so this is part of the series. There's Explorers, Shipwrights, and Raiders. They're kind of all part of the North. I believe like kind of like the North. I don't know what to call it exactly, but it's kind of like a saga. The idea is that you play through all three of these: Explorers, Shipwrights, Raiders, and kind of like almost as a campaign. And whoever has the most points at the end is kind of like the winner. But obviously, I only have Raiders, and I could not find Explorers, the same place that I got this. But this is Shipwrights, and I have not taken off this. I apologize for that. We're going to take a look at it. Let's see what we got here. This does include the Townfolk expansion. I'm going to add some more cards to it, I believe. But here's what we've got. So we have Shipwrights. Yeah, so we have a player board. We got, I don't know, we got stuff going on. I'm not really 100% sure, honestly. So let's just open it up and find out together, shall we? Of course, there's their catalog. We'll do a quick look through that. Of course, there's Raiders. Good game. Kepler 3042. I actually have that, but I have not played it. Fox in the Forest. Supposed to be pretty good. Alice, I don't know about that. Gravwell, Planet Defenders, Sword Haunch Fuse. I had that actually, traded that for something else. Not that it was bad, it's just one that I didn't get to the table. Flatline's good. Clanks, the Clanks, Renegades, Clanks. These are awesome. You need to get these if you have not. Lanterns is okay. So they got several things. Enough of that. So here is the rule book, and it's only 12 pages, so not super long. Normal standard layout here. Stuff that I would expect to see. This must be. This is the Townfolk expansion. That's what this is. So we'll look at that in a second. So here what do we got here? We got our player boards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing maybe 6 with the Townfolk expansion, but I'm not 100% sure. Workshops. 8 workers in the village. Okay. Interesting. Then we have cards. So let's take a quick look at the cards. As this is, I guess what I was thinking, Explorers is the one where you have like the big board that you're kind of like settling different locations on the board. Or maybe building, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know exactly what it was. So you've got different ships. Well, I guess this is what Shipwrights does. So you're building ships, I guess, for points. And then you have cards that are giving you gold. There's discard 1 or 2 cards to draw. Back it equaling out. Now, what I think is pretty cool here, too, is obviously some of these are specific to Shipwrights, but I'm seeing some cards like, of course, I've already passed several. Like the Mercenary. Like, I believe, sorry, I'm not doing that very well. Like that card right there, the Mercenary. I believe I remember his face in Raider. So I like the continuity. Bagger, yeah. Watchmen. So I like the continuity of how all these things kind of go together. And it really does tell a story in the end. Check these cards out. I think that's going to be some of the same. So again, we have more people, more boats. That's what we're doing, I think, is we're building these boats. Ooh. Yeah, there's a good thing. Pay no oak. I like that. There's different things that they can build. Wow, cool. Neat. Then we have these player aids. Oh, these are the same, it looks like. Yes, it does. So we've got player aids. I'm not 100% sure what that does, but they're there. Then we have a token. Don't know who that. I guess that's the first player marker, maybe. And then some point tokens, it looks like. And then, of course, a ton of, in the classic Shim Phillips mannerisms, with any of the North Sea stuff. Lots of resources. You got some sort of boats. I guess that's point mark. That's not, couldn't be what that is. You got some boats. You got some, I guess that's sheep maybe. Iron definitely. Wood definitely. And then of course some player pawns that we all know and love. Wow. Okay, well, that's actually it out of the main box. Interesting. Put these actually here. Just because I don't need to put those in there. Put them in there so I can put these in there. Put the player aid, or excuse me, not the player aids. I'm doing it wrong. Put that in there till I'm ready to actually play it, since I'm not 100% sure what's going on. So now let's take a look at the Town Folks expansion. I think this is just going to add some people, but let's check it out. Trying to be very careful. It's very tightly wrapped. I don't want to cut the book or a board or anything crazy like that. So, oh, well, that's pretty cool. Not really sure what this is, but it's something. And then some more tokens, these little shields. Go with that. It would appear. And let's see. Oh. Huh. So, cool. It's basically, looks like from the expansion, you can essentially use these shield tokens to use use these one-time super powerful things like construct a ship, substituting one required craftsman with another, move one craftsman unconstructed ship from their board again on shield. So that's what they're for. Kind of some special things to, I don't want to say break the rules, because that's not, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Just make it easier by discarding cards or alternative ways to do things. So there you go. There's Shipwrights of the North Sea. Really small box. A lot of cards, but actually a pretty small footprint, it looks like, because there's no like big game board, which is kind of, this is interesting. Explorers does have a game board, I know that. So hopefully soon, at some point in time, I can get that in the expansions. And yeah, should have probably done that. Actually, I believe, what was it? Well, was it Kickstarter? Actually, I think I did a Kickstarter and got with Raiders and got everything. Got the 2 expansions and Raiders together, and there was an option to get like Shipwrights and Explorers and everything at the same time, and for whatever reason I didn't do it. And of course, as usual, after the fact, I'm kicking myself for not doing it, but it is what it is. So there you go. There's Shipwrights of the North Sea. If you guys have played this before, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you like about it, what you dislike about it, or any of the other games in this North Sea series, or Shim Phillips. Man, I'll tell you, he puts out some amazing games. You guys, guys, if you have not checked out any of his games, you should do that. Really smart, really good art, good mechanics, I feel like, consistently, and it does some good stuff going on there. So definitely check out this series. Check him out. Support Garphill Games. Support Renegade Games. Thank you for supporting the channel by spending your time with me and checking out what's going on. I appreciate it. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, watching, leaving the likes, leaving the dislikes, because as Cat Weasel says, I don't want to give him credit for this. This is not original to me. Even if you give a dislike, thumbs down, at least it means you're watching. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'm the Board Game Roamer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.